Hello and welcome to SPUDZONE FM. This is our first recording ever, so do remember this day for when we are nationwide and massive. With me, I have the ever gregarious Mr. Charlie Venables.
Hello.
And the not so bright, the vegetable that fell down the side of the counter and went fluffy, Mr. Max Dixie.
Hi there.
And also observing this recording today is the resident psychopath, Mr. Oliver Steptoe.
Hello.
Yeah. Anyway, onwards. The theme of our podcast today is the best song. We'll try and get a different theme for each podcast. I've got a strong opinion on the best song ever, and which we'll play in a minute, which is Don McLean's American Pie, but Max is more into grime and other poor forms of noise. We'll also be trying to include a little bit of debate. Today about Strettel's try against Wales yesterday.
Which was
or
not try, as it were.
Not try, as it were, yes. And so onwards with my favourite ever song, Don McLean's American Pie.
A long, long time ago, I can still remember how that music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance that I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver with every paper I deliver. Bad news on the doorstep, I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride, but something touched me deep inside the day the music died. So bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Did you write the book of love, and do you have faith in God above? If the Bible tells you so. Do you believe in rock and roll? Can music save your mortal soul? And can you teach me how to dance real slow? Well, I know that you're in love with him, 'cause I saw you dancing in the gym. You both kicked off your shoes. Man, I dig those rhythmic blues. I was a lonely teenage bronc and buck with a pink carnation and a pickup truck, but I knew I was out of luck the day the music died. I started singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Now for 10 years we've been on our own, and moss grows fat on a rolling stone, but that's not how it used to be. When the jester sang for the king and queen in a coat he borrowed from James Dean, and a voice that came from you and me. Oh, and while the king was looking down, the jester stole his thorny crown. The courtroom was adjourned. No verdict was returned. And while Lenin read a book on Marx, the quartet practiced in the park, and we sang dirges in the dark the day the music died. We were singing bye-bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys that I die. Helter skelter in the summer swelter, the birds flew off with a fallout shelter, 8 miles high and falling fast. It landed foul on the grass. The players tried for a forward pass with the jester on the sidelines in a cast. Now the halftime air was sweet perfume while the sergeants played a marching tune. We all got up to dance, oh, but we never got the chance, 'cause the players tried to take the field. The marching band refused to yield. Do you recall what was revealed the day the music died? We started singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. Oh, and there we were all in one place, a generation lost in space, with no time left to start again. So come on, Jack, be nimble, Jack, be quick. Jack Flash sat on a candlestick, 'cause fire is the devil's only friend. Oh, and as I watched him on the stage, my hands were clenched in fists of rage. No angel born in hell could break that Satan's spell. And as the flames climbed high into the night to light the sacrificial rite, I saw Satan laughing with delight the day the music died. He was singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye and singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. I met a girl who sang the blues, and I asked her for some happy news, but she just smiled and turned away. I went down to the sacred store where I'd heard the music years before, but the man there said the music wouldn't play. And in the streets the children screamed, the lovers cried and the poets dreamed, but not a word was spoken. The church bells all were broken, and the 3 men I admire most, the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost, they caught the last train for the coast the day the music died. And they were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. And them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. They were singing bye bye Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee, but the levee was dry. Them good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die.
And that was Don McLean, which happens to also be my favourite song.
Good choice.
Great choice, great choice.
Anyway, onwards with the debate. But before that, Max, what's your favourite song?
Well, one of my favourite songs of all time has to be from an artist called The Bug. It's less well known because he's only from a small place in North London,
Called
but I
Brixton.
think he called Brixton, yeah.
Brixton.
And he's awful.
He's not awful, but I think that this song is just fantastic because the use of lyrics is just superb.
Phenom inom one nomi nomi nom one. This man puts meaning
Shot
behind
in the
each lyric.
face like a dart in a ball.
It's just fantastic lyrically.
Layers upon layers of brilliance.
So, before we move on to any debate, let's first play The Bug with Skeng.
Yeah. Never the king, and I was all I mean, I would have kicked in your face, I would have robbed you. Oh, that could jump on it as well. Never the king. Phenomenon one. This one dedicated to all bad man. Whether you're from Manchester or London, whether you're from North London or Brixton, put up on the hand. Phenomenon 2. Cyflow and I kill a man a road show. So what brothers on the road deep pro? You don't wanna brush, we'll step on with show. You know say I true. Phenomenon 3. Put in the ganja and take out the seed. We all are intelligent people on the roadside where I smoke weed. Yes indeed, that's what we need. 4. One time we talk, I'm not on war. Like them boy, I'm kick off them door. Kick off them door, I'm run up with the 4-4. You don't wanna see the 4-4-5. Boss my gun and them not stay alive. Take what you said, I might take for your wife. And you don't know what's that. Me, I got still, I got stab with knife. Tell them about phenomenon 6. Them walk with knife and we walk with sticks. Kill a mommy, I got down some bricks. Done some bricks with that M16. Tell them about phenomenon 7. How much gun we bought for the week 7? Man, don't want to get 1 out of the 7. Cause you only might get 11. Tell them about phenomenon 8. Bust my gunshot boy at the gate. You don't really care if it's early or late. Bad man real, we no fake. Straight. Phenomenon 9. Tech with a 9. SW9. Tech 9 with a Tech 9. Boy, them can't this city is fine. If I boy fuck with mine, then I get the 10. Mac 10. Phenomenon 10. Tell them already now, tell them again. No problem.
Skeng. 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 Me and Kellerman boss off the big skeng. 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 Me and Kellerman reload the big skeng. Car. 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 Skeng pan road. No skeng in a car. 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 Me and Kellerman love roll in a car. Road. 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 Gun in and I'm in a war with sword. 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 Shot in a face like dart in a board. Real. 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 Bullet like through bumble welding screen. 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 Who can hear them mama I go feel?
Pussy all in and know me. See me on the roadside rolling. Like say you feel it can rolling. Me have the machine ready for them. Ready for them. No make me have to strolling. When the big dog rolling. You don't want to see when gunshots start beat. It will be like when dog a eat tribe. Come and stop in the wall out of them. Tell you the truth, I'm not care about them. Cause when me dump it, them, me a go send back dumpy for them. Man a bad man from a long time. I swear down you can also all your people them. Looking at my face, brother man, you don't wanna see man when me get evil then.
Then you don't wanna see me get evil. 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 Evil.
And I believe that's quite enough of that.
I have to agree, that was a fairly dense song.
As songs go, that was awful. In fact,
I completely agree.
could you even call that a song? I wouldn't even classify that as music.
I'm not sure.
I think that as it has tempo and rhythm, we can classify it as a song, but only just.
I think this is more... They say music's organised noise. This just takes the organised element out of it.
I think it's practically a modern Petrarchian sonnet.
I think it's just more a modern Hiroshima, really. Hiroshima of noise.
The lyrics just don't make sense at all, do they?
They're not really meant to.
No.
Anyway, moving on. New genre here. There's another one of Max's favourites, and I'll agree here, it's a pretty good one. It's Mr. MC Hammer with Don't Touch This, and if this song was a woman, it would be a very jazzy woman. Thank you.
Why do you
Can't
sound...
touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. My music hits me so can't touch this. Yeah, that's how we living, and you know you can't touch this. Look in my eyes, man, you can't touch this. Yo, let me bust the funky lyrics. Fresh new kicks and bands, you got it like that. Now you know you wanna dance, so move out of your seat and get a fire girl and catch this beat while it's rolling. Hold on, pump a little bit and let them know what's going on like that, like that. Hold on a minute, just fall on back, let them know that you're too much and this is a beat they can't touch. Yo, I told you, you can't touch this. Why you standing there, man? You can't touch this. Yo, sound the bell, school is in, sucker. You can't touch this. Give me a song or rhythm, making them sweat. That's what I'm giving them now. They know. You talk about the hammer, you're talking about a show that's hyped and tight. Singers are sweating so fast, them a whiteboard tape. To learn what's it gonna take in the 90s to burn the charts. Legit. Either work hard or you might as well quit. That's word because you know you can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop.
Hammer time!
Oh, with the flow. It is said if you can't groove to this, then you probably are dead. So wave your hands in the air. Bust a few moves. Run your fingers through your hair. This is it. For a winner, dance to this, and you're gonna get there. The move, slide your rump. Just for a minute, let's all do the bump. Bump, bump, bump. Yeah. You can't touch this. Look, man, you can't touch this. You better get hype, boy, cause you know you can't touch this. Ring the bell, school's back in. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Break it down. Stop. Hammer time. Every time you see me, the hammer's just so hype. I'm dope on the floor and I'm magic on the mic. Now why would I ever stop doing this with others making records that just don't hit? I tour around the world, from London to the Bay. It's hammer, go hammer, empty hammer, yo hammer, and the rest can go and play. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. You can't touch this. Yeah, you can't touch this. I told you, you can't touch this. Too high, you can't touch this. Yeah, we out of here. You can't touch this.
And that was another fantastic song by MC Hammer, You Can't Touch This. And here's for a not so fantastic song, last week's number one.
This is Gautier featuring Kimbra with Somebody That I Used to Know.
Now and then I think of when we were together. Like when you said you felt so happy you could die. I told myself that you were right for me, but felt so lonely in your company. But that was love and it's an ache I still remember. You can get addicted to a certain kind of sadness. Resignation to the end, always the end. So when we found that we could not make sense, well, you said that we would still be friends. But I'll admit that I was glad it was over. You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened, and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so rough. No, you didn't have to stoop so low. Have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now and then I think of all the times you screwed me over, but in me believing it was always something that I'd done. But I don't wanna live that way, reading into every word you say. You said that you could let it go, and I wouldn't catch you hung up on somebody that you used to know. You didn't have to cut me off, make out like it never happened, and that we were nothing. I don't even need your love, but you treat me like a stranger, and I feel so rough. You didn't have to stoop so low, have your friends collect your records and then change your number. Guess that I don't need that though. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. Somebody I used to know. Somebody that I used to know. I used to know. That I used to know. I used to know somebody.
I hope you all enjoyed that song. I sure didn't. Anyway, Max, to introduce the debate.
Yes, well, our debate today is about David Strettle's not try against Wales. I mean, in my personal opinion, it clearly was a try. I mean, the video ref itself saw that it was a try, but somehow, I don't know his name, I think
Video ref is Australian. There is our theorem.
his name was Ramage as well. It's a funny name.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the video ref claimed it was inconclusive, but then you go to the RFU rules, and it says if it is an inconclusive decision, then you've got to give the benefit to the attacking team, which the ref didn't.
Not only that, before full time was called, Wales conceded a penalty on their own goal line, which should have actually been a penalty try, as it prevented a try from being scored through breaking the rules. But then they did not award the penalty, and they went straight to full-time finish once the try was not awarded.
So I hope the chairman of the RFU is listening to this podcast, because, quite frankly, it's ludicrous. We should have won that game, and everyone else knows we should.
Or at least drawn it. We were the better side for most of the game.
However...
And we did have Courtney Laws and Tuolangi.
Yes. And
Whereas they only
And
had
Boffa.
we had Botha.
Or both.
We refer to him as Botha because it's so much better than Bota.
That he eats humans, but anyway.
This isn't really a debate, is it?
It's more of a rage. Debate implies two-way kind of argument.
Yeah.
So this is just a rant.
But to be honest, we're all agreeing on the fact that it was a try, when it was. And I'm sure you all agree with us, apart from any Welsh out there.
I declare today as a day where it's legal to kill Welsh people. And I do hope you'll all agree with me here. This is not racist, classist, or even gen sexist. whatever you
So
constitute a Welsh person as.
we're all agreed then. It was a try.
Killer Sheep Day. There we are. Anyway, let's finish.
As opposed to Bang a Sheep Day.
All right, let's finish up the show with Mr. Boombastic by Shaggy. Now I can compare myself to this song quite easily. In fact, I relate to it in many ways, in which you'll soon find out.
Oh, and before we start, don't forget to check out our Facebook page. We will be adding to it slowly but surely as we create more and more videos. Thanks for listening.
Mr. Bombastic, we want some bombastic, romantic, fantastic lover. Shaggy, Mr. Lover. Now Mr. Lover. Girl, Mr. Lover. Now Mr. Lover. She call me Mr. Bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Smooth, just like a silk, soft and cuddly, hug me up like a quilt. I'm a lyrical lover, now take me thin or filled with my sexual physique. You know me well, Bill, do me, oh my, well, can't you tell? I'm just like a turtle crawling out of my shell. Girl, you captivate my body, put me under a spell. With your couscous perfume, I love your sweet smell. You're the young girl who can ring my bell, and I can take rejection. So you tell me go to well, I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Call me fantastic, she touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on my back, she call me Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, she touch me on my back, she says I'm Mr. Gee whiz, baby please, let me take you to an island of the sweet cool breeze. You don't feel like drive, well baby hand me the keys, and I will take you to a place and set your mind at ease. Don't you tickle my foot bottom, baby please. Don't you play with my nose, cause I'm a hatchoon sneeze. Well you are the bun and me are the cheese, and if I'm me are the rice, well baby love you the peas. I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Boom. I say give me your lovin', girl your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', can't beat it like you should. I give you your lovin', girl your lovin' well good. I want your lovin', girl you remember the would you like to kiss and caress, rub down every strand of your bandages. I'm bombastic, rated as the best you should get, nothing more, nothing less. Give me your digits, chat on your address, I'll bet you confess when you put me to the test that I'm bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Bombastic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. Tell me fantastic, touch me on me back, she says I'm Mr. Bombastic. Why? Girl, your admiration, it lit me from the start. With such physical attraction, girl, you know to feel the spark. I want a few words, now go tell you no sweetheart. Now go lava, not chat pure fart. I'll get straight to the point, like a aura dart. I'm lay down in my jacuzzi and get some bubble bath. Only song you will hear is the beating of my heart. And we will and have some sweet pillow talk. I'm bombastic, tell me fantastic. Touch me on the box, she says I'm Mr. Rowe.